Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. Max anywhere.
It's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Coming up, Brad Thompson and donating to a charity, God's Garage.
There you go.
Later, a look at the automotive headlines we've got working for you this week. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars, King Conrad DeLong, and we need more Jeff Zekin, always. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us on this Saturday. Let's just get right to it, shall we? Joining us now from God's Garage, Brad Thompson. Brad, it's always good to see you, my friend. How are you? Great.
Yep, unmute your phone.
I got to unmute something there. Why does it always go to mute?
I don't know.
Automatically.
He's not muted.
He's not muted. Well, we can't hear you, Brad. What the heck?
Maybe Don will turn it on.
No, it's on. I don't know what the problem is.
Back that way.
Can't hear you.
We cannot hear you. Okay, well, while you guys are messing with all of that stuff, I'm going to do some headlines here. Actually, yeah, I'll do some headlines because we didn't really get too much on the headlines earlier, and I think that we need to do that. So let's do some recalls, shall we? No warning when the key is left in the ignition on the Volkswagen Jetta for 2019. Your car is being recalled. Also, BMW X5, X6, X7, XM for 2024 and 2023. The front passenger knee airbag may not deploy. Ouch. Loose battery cables may cause a fire on the Alfa Romeo Toenail for 23 and 24, and the Dodge Hornet for 23 and 24.
Help, my toenail's on fire.
Yeah.
It's a fungus.
Ford, this is extra heavy duties, E350, F650, and F750. Unsecured transmission may cause a rollaway. Oh, look, my transmission just fell out.
Oops.
There's a problem.
And my truck rolled away. My big, huge truck rolled away.
Really? Well, I don't know. Brad, are you there?
I hope so.
Now
Yep,
you are.
now we got you.
I can hear him.
I'm here, but evidently I haven't made it over there yet.
Well,
No,
you-
you're not- no, we got you.
Actually, we have got you now. And
Okay.
I know it's
Yeah,
always good to be had.
It is. It's good to be seen. It's all that good stuff.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. Well, it's good to see you again. How are things going at God's Garage?
Hey, really good. The new building's up and running. We got all the bays occupied. Now comes the hard part of kind of trying to figure out how do you actually generate throughput through now that you have all this capacity. You have to figure out, how do we get these vehicles through here? But, we're still short on donated vehicles pretty heavily this year, which, we kind of anticipated with what's going on in the market. But I got a call last week or a week before from some guy named Jeff who said, "Hey, I've got this car." So thanks, Jeff. That was really nice.
You're welcome. It's actually Kathy's total plan. She did it all from A to Z, not only in getting a new car that she wanted, but also getting you her car that obviously will help your endeavors there as well. So it was all on her. She did it all from A to Z, like I said, and she was very happy. Very smooth process. The only thing I did was reach out to you through Don because I didn't have your number direct. Don gave me the number. I reached out to you and then let you and Kathy, handle the rest of it for what you've got.
How does that work, Brad? Because I've actually never donated a car because I've never had a car to donate. It's always at the used car market, and I'll donate it to that as long as I get something in exchange. So how does the process work when you donate a car?
Well, we'll take that C6 whenever you're ready. But
Well, as soon as I get one, because mine's
It's
a
a C5.
oh, yeah, that's right. Yours is a C5. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I blew that, didn't I?
That's all right.
So actually, I was going to, since Jeff said he didn't do it, I was going to have Jeff describe what it's like. But essentially, you go to godsgarage.org. We have a donate your vehicle button. You click the button, you fill out some information for us on
What
an
kind of
online-
information do you need?
Well, just the basics about the vehicle: make, model, color, mileage, the VIN. You need to have a clear title or the ability to clear the title.
Yep.
And our guys that come pick up the vehicle will make sure you've signed the title in the right place, and we'll have a vehicle transfer form. But you can actually schedule your vehicle pickup time.
You can
on the website.
And a condition of the vehicle too, because she was asking me questions. Well, what about this? What about that? The car is drivable, rough, very rough. probably pull it up on the back of the rollback by itself. But minimal whiskey dents and things like that, dings and
what
stuff on
kind
the
of
body.
car was it?
It's the Ford Fusion, 2013 Ford Fusion.
So it's a relatively new car for you.
It's 11 years old,
Brad?
actually. Yeah.
Right. Well, it's funny because Jeff told us it was running rough. Man, we just reached in there and tightened a few spark plug wires and outruns.
Well, there you go. You're welcome.
Actually, I'm kidding.
I know you are.
I warned Jeff I was going to do that. So, but so so you wanted to know the process. So what happens is we get it scheduled. We have volunteers that pick up pretty much all of our vehicles. And, when Sugarland's a stretch for us, so I wasn't sure if I was going to go do it, because sometimes I'll do those on the weekend. We have, a few guys that drive commercial wreckers that'll pick up stuff for us as well. But for the most part, we drive a truck pulling a trailer with a winch on it. And we have, there are 2 volunteer teams. We have two different teams typically that run every day, and they do a morning pickup and an afternoon pickup. The morning pickups are way out in Sugarland, and the afternoon ones are close to Conroe. But as soon as we get the vehicle back, so we put the vehicle in a software system that we use, that then is like an electronic assembly line. So once Jeff put his donation in, then that started moving through our assembly line. And our first one is to get it scheduled, get it picked up. After it comes back, those guys log the vehicle into the system, and then it moves that vehicle immediately to our first evaluation. So the first eval is someone that can tell us, do we want to donate this car? Do we want to gift this car? Or do we want to salvage it? Because unfortunately, more than half of the vehicles we get in, we just can't fix. A lot of them, we're dragging them up on the trailer with tires that are half full of air.
Yeah.
So Jeff's is actually a really, really nice donated vehicle for us. So that was a big plus when he called me. I said, man, it's a 2013. I'm like, I had a 2013.
Yeah, you're telling me that. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a ruby red one. Loved that car.
Well, this is actually Kathy's. Jeff has nothing to do with this. She's the one that prompted this and suggested, I want to do this. She came to me and said, I want to give it to God's Garage. So
I appreciate that, but I don't know Kathy, so I'm probably going to continue to make that error. But that's your job, Jeff. Good husband.
Absolutely.
So once we get it evaluated, if it's a salvage vehicle, it just goes into a salvage queue. We'll either run them over. There's an auto auction 2 miles from us up in Conroe, America's Auto Auction. They take all of our vehicles. They do not charge us the auction fee, which is awesome. So we run vehicles through the auction all the time over there. If it's a vehicle we're going to gift or give away, then it'll go to a second evaluation that does a real thorough one about, do the power windows work? Do all the lights work? If it's got clear, engine codes, we'll read those and figure out what we're going to fix. So that's kind of starts the repair process. And once we kind of know how that's going to work, then actually my brother, who's might be watching this from Cozumel,
Great.
He goes to the title office. He does all of pretty much all of our title runs. So he'll go title the vehicle in our name, and Zeke or Ike over at I got a Roadway Lube Plus. He's down on south of Conroe. Ike inspects all of our vehicles for free. So every vehicle that we've sent out in probably the last year and a half, 2 years, we haven't paid the inspection fee on, because he just does all those for free for us. So we get a lot of people that help us out with stuff like that to keep our costs down. So once the vehicle gets to a stage where we know it's pretty close to the end of its repair cycle, Justin, our executive director, will match that vehicle up to an applicant who has those needs. So obviously, if it's, a single mom, we don't give her a 2-seater car with a stick. We give her a 4-door car, or sometimes a minivan. If she's got 4 kids, we try to get her something that'll, she can get her whole family in, obviously. So the applicants have already gone through a prioritization process. And like we always talk about, they go through life skills training and stuff like that. But on the vehicle side, Justin will match those two up. And then we have the visibility on a single screen to see if that vehicle's ready to be given away or not. Because we can tell that everything's been done. It's been final QC'd. It's been detailed. We've taken all the easy tag stickers off of it, all those kind of things.
Yeah, we did that as well. So when do you obviously you're going to gift this car to an individual. What is the time frame by the time Kathy donated it to when you think possibly you could gift it?
Yeah, so we don't know with your car yet what the engine problems are.
Okay.
So we don't typically do internal engine work. If it's something, leaky valve cover gaskets,
Right.
main seals, stuff like, we can do a lot of that stuff. We've got a lot of talented guys. With a normal car that we don't have to do a substantial amount of work, it's still usually a couple months, because there's almost always cars that are in the stage of being repaired. The better the condition the car is, the less we have to do, probably the faster it's going to be given away.
Have you ever done an engine swap on a car?
I think we did one a few years ago, just as kind of a test pilot. We went and bought now, if I remember this right, Justin will probably be saying, no, we didn't do that. But I think we bought a car in auction one time where the engine was good, transmission was bad. So we swapped that, and it may have been we did the transmission, but we don't do those very often at all. They're just, they leave a car on a lift way too long. These days with the cars, there's so many things that get connected and disconnected from those engines.
Sure.
It's so easy to miss something. So
plus you're working with volunteers. So you got volunteers that get in the middle of an engine swap, and all of a sudden they got to start working overtime at their real job or different things. And now you've got one that's sitting up there and nobody knows what the real stage is. So I can see where that would be a problem.
And the longer a car ties up a stall, the less productive the shop becomes.
Right. I'm sorry, Conrad.
Well, and for you, it's about workflow. Right. You want all of these vehicles to flow through the shop within a reasonable amount of time. So jamming it up with some big job one time affects everybody behind it.
Yep. Exactly. Oddly enough, way back when, I used to teach some of the just-in-time. I heard you talk about just-in-time inventory stuff a while back, but I used to teach Crosby quality. Do you remember Crosby and Duran and all those guys that took all their quality initiatives over to Japan because the people in America wouldn't listen?
Yeah.
And next thing all the Japanese
they still
cars
won't listen.
Yeah. Well, they're getting better, but no, that's exactly it. And so that's part of the process we look at is how quickly can we move a car in and out of a bay, get it fixed and get it given away.
Well,
this year's been rough for us as far as throughput, just because the transition to the new building threw a kind of a bigger wrench in business disruption for us than we anticipated. So we're not going to give away as many vehicles as we hoped.
Well, with Kathy's vehicle, the records are all at Legacy Ford. She does Christian Brothers over by her work. So those records are intact. And she actually built that car when she ordered it 11 years ago. Built it online, put her deposit, waited the 7 weeks to get it, and very tickled. Now, she did say she shed a tear a little bit when they were driving it away. So, the car's got history with her, and it's part of her heart. So we look forward to hearing from you and wanting to know who it was gifted to.
Now, how do you go about, Brad, how do you go about giving a value of the car that you can use on your income tax? How does that work?
Because we're a charitable organization and the car was gifted to us, I believe there's no value for the recipient. And then the person that donated it, from their standpoint, there is a fair market value for the car that they can use. Yeah. Jeff might actually know this better because I've never donated a car either, Don, surprisingly, to God's Garage. But yeah, there's a fair market value you can find for the vehicle, and that's actually what the state agencies, the title agencies, and the tax assessor, that's what they use when they assess the car.
Right.
But what's also neat, and I'm pretty sure I have this right because I don't know the details of this part, but what's also neat is the people we give it to don't have to pay that sales tax on it because we got it free. They got it free. They don't get it evaluated and then have to pay, like normally if you'd buy a car, especially from out of state, you bring it into state, and they're going to assign a value to it. They're going to look it up and say, okay, you owe us this amount of tax.
I was going to say, so how do you get it titled then?
We title it as a dealer, and then we sell it to them, but we basically are just transferring the title to them. So we have a donation transfer form that the Zekins signed, depending on who was on the title. But we have a form that they signed that said they gave it to us. And then when we give the car away, they don't have to pay that that sales tax because it's a gift.
Yeah, and
it's a neat setup.
She indicated that I think God's Garage is going to send her an additional form for that particular process of the tax.
Yeah, the 1098C. Yeah. So you can either tell us you want one or you don't. We'll send those out. They're a standard IRS form, and they've got rules on how they do that, and that's ever changing. So I don't know that I would want to try to quote exactly how the valuation works, but that's pretty much what we end up doing.
It's really is a kind of a straightforward deal. If you give somebody a car and they don't pay anything, well, you've already paid all that through the years that you've had the car. So now I'm giving it to you. Here it is. Here's the title. I sign it over to you. You take it to the registration place and they go, how much? Yeah. How much did you pay for the car? Nothing. Okay, we'll sign this form. And then I think that you have to pay for a registration fee.
Or transfer fee or something.
But you don't have to pay the taxes on it.
Right.
Am I correct?
I believe so. And I think in order for them to waive those taxes, they have to have a form from the dealer that says the dealer didn't acquire that at any cost.
Right. So it's because he's a charitable organization, he can do that.
Right.
You can't go down there and tell him, I got this 2001 Corvette that I paid $100 for. They're going to go, that ain't happening no more.
Right.
Used to, we could do that.
Right.
No, they'll look it up and they'll set you up on a minimum that you're going to pay.
Yeah, but 5 to 7 years.
Yeah.
Exactly. Making little rocks out of big rocks.
He says with the NADA logo right over his shoulder. So I don't know if you guys noticed.
Yeah, just ran into that on one of my granddaughters buying a car, and they questioned how much she paid for it. She bought it from her other grandfather, like for $1,000, and they didn't like that. But anyway, so he's a charitable organization, so he can do that.
So you're different than other donate your car to so and so. You're different than them, I assume.
Right. And we are, because we want the car because it's a car. We don't want the car because it gets turned into cash. Now that does happen, so we get in cars we can't fix, we'll turn them into cash. But in a case like, especially with Jeff's car that's in such good shape and it's a really nice car, it will make somebody a very reliable piece of transportation. We want the cars because we want to give the cars away. Now, if you hear, dancing kids in the street talking about donate your car, those kids are never, first off, you're not going to give a car to a kid. They're just going to take that car, they're going to salvage it, they're going to pay everybody's little chunk of, the wrecker fee and all of the transfer fees. They want the money so they can take the money and go do something else. We take the cars in that we get from the Houston area and we donate them back to the Houston area to single mothers, widows, and wives of deployed military. That's who we're trying to help in the Houston area. We don't venture outside of our area. On all of our trucks, it says donate your car locally. On the billboards you might see for us, it says donate your car locally, because you're benefiting our local community here. And I know you have viewers all over, but I know a lot of us are here in Houston. And that's the big thing, is we want your car because we want to give that car a next life with somebody who desperately needs reliable transportation, because we know from multiple studies that one of the quickest ways out of an impoverished situation is reliable transportation, and especially in the Houston area where we don't have a bus or a train running everywhere.
Yeah.
And those cars that you do sell through auction, the proceeds from that auction sale go to building, repairing, restoring those cars that you're donating. Yeah. So it's all integrated in the objective of providing cars to single mothers and
that's what Kathy thought too, because Kathy was saying the same thing what you just said, that it needs to go to someone that needs it. So and that's why she did it. That's exactly why
Jeff,
she did
it. We have marked your donation. We actually have a attribute in the system where we put the car. We have marked that you want to be part of the donation or part of the giveaway.
Yeah, I'd like to know. Yeah, we would like that if that's okay.
Absolutely.
But maybe we get Mike to turn it into the show or something. Yeah.
We just started that a couple weeks ago, or not a couple weeks ago, maybe six to 8 months ago. We started tracking when the donors want to be part of the gifting. And my mom actually donated a minivan that my dad drove before he passed away. She donated they donated it this last year. And I don't usually, since, I'm the board chairman, so I'm not there every day. And Justin Coggins does a great job of running our place now. But I actually went to that gifting because my mom was there and it was my dad's car. And that is the craziest thing you'll ever be involved in. It's just amazing.
Yeah, well, I think it's wonderful. And, I think that God put us all together to help you guys, help your efforts. And it's a feel-good kind of thing for us as well.
And I know she's listening, so good job, honey.
Yeah. So next weekend, Jeff, I may have an update for you.
No. Take your time. Yeah, it's all good. All good. Just
I will
whenever.
see you in San Leon because I'm sitting in San Leon right now in a motorhome. So I'm going to drop by.
Well, you just keep the motorhome down there, and we'll use that as a staging area for us.
Come on. I'm good with that.
We need a makeup
room.
room
Right here above me soon, as the air conditioner turns on. But I'm going to bring my C7 Grand Sport over to the show. I don't know if it'll be part of the show, but I'll put my track wheels on it so it looks a little different than a stock car. And I would hate to win an award as a stock car after what I heard.
Well, let's see. I think it's 88 or older is the word.
Oh man! So then I'll just park it in the parking lot.
Yeah. With 88 and older, Mike, you could win a prize. Hey.
Yeah, what's the prize?
He's 88 or older.
Yeah, there's that. Brad, it's great to talk to you, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, guys. Hey, Jeff, thank you very much.
For you're welcome. And Kathy's listening, so.
And again, and Kathy, I'll say, thank you, Kathy. That what you did is tremendous, and it's going to make a big difference in someone's life. So we really hope we can fix it, and you can come give them a hug and pray for them. It'll be awesome.
Well, we love you, man, and we'll talk to you next weekend.
Love you guys, too. Thank you so much.
You bet. It's always make you feel good.
Yep. Well, and one of the other things is GuideStar Platinum Transparency awarded in 2022 and 2023 to God's Garage, which is kind of an overseer of charitable organizations. Right. They have given them their Platinum Transparency Award.
The legitimacy of that actual,
Right. Cool. I wanted to do a couple of stories. We got a choice here. A matter of fact, let's have some fun for a minute, shall we?
No.
Been having fun since 6 o'clock this morning, man. What are you talking about?
That'll get us in trouble, Don.
Are we drinking?
I got some in the house.
Let's go.
Pour some shots. Hemmings Sold Cars Roundup. 1964 Biscayne 2-door. It's clean. It looks good, and it's got
25,000.
And it's got a little bump on the hood.
14,
meaning that there's probably something underneath that hood because it kind of looks like it.
14.
21,000.
Yeah.
21,000. So
highly desirable car.
I think so
especially
too.
If it's in any kind of shape.
Yeah.
It's got a little bump.
Here
on
we go.
the
A 1971 Chevrolet C10, what they called a square body.
Square body.
How much do you think that thing would go to? It looks like it's got the original paint on it. It's got those great big ugly mirrors on it. It looks like it just came right off the farm.
$7,000.
It's clean.
16.
Yeah, I was going to say 15.
13. Unbelievable. I just don't understand that.
We need to score this somehow.
We should.
You said I'm the winner.
Mars, a 2005 Dodge Ram pickup truck. Black. Looks good.
What was it again? System
a
work?
2005 Dodge
I'm going to
Ram.
say I'm going to say 7,000.
I'm going to say 12.
$1.
How about 23,625?
Wow. What year is it?
A 2005. You deef.
No, I'm just thinking I sold my son a 2006 and for like half price, and it was worth
got ripped off.
10,000 back then. Dang.
And Michael is so happy, Dad. Thanks.
A 1961, Conrad, 1961 Chevrolet Apache.
Oh.
So tell everybody what's special about an Apache.
Well, it was, is that a quad headlight one?
Should be. 61?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Not in 61.
Well, just that bulbous shape of a truck. I'll say 18,000.
16.8. You're very close. Yeah. It's a unique truck because they didn't make the Apache. I think it's a trim level that they call the Apache. It's what we call a half-ton pickup truck, but I thought that was interesting. How about a 1988 Chevy Blazer? Now, this is the old-school Blazer with the fiberglass cap on the back of it, 2 doors.
$25,000.
Yeah, I'm going to go. 20. I'll say 28.
I'll go 18 again.
$24,413. It's yours,
Jeffy.
Yep. A 50. It brings a smile to my face. A 1956 Chrysler Windsor.
Oh, that's the weirdest thing. I just had one of my workmates said that was his first car. It was a 56.
I don't think I would tell anybody that.
Yeah.
$8,000.
I don't know what it looks like.
$8,000. Well, you're going to see it. How about a 77 Chevy El Camino?
No, maybe
11 grand.
$6,300. Or, for those that are into antiques, a 1930 Ford Model A. And it looks clean. Obviously, it's been restored.
$8,000.
$4 grand.
I was going to say $6 grand.
$9,000.
Oh.
So if you want to get it, there you go. A 1930 Ford Model A looks pretty good.
Ready to tub it out.
There's your Windsor on that.
Hot rodded, that'd be like
Windsor.
$40,000.
I saw this on one of the car shows that I watch. A 1964 Ford Falcon convertible. Now, this is the one that's got not that ugly body.
No.
This is a 64 Ford Falcon.
$32,000.
No.
Yeah.
It's just Falcon. It's not a Sprint or anything like that.
I don't know that. It says is Ford Falcon.
I would say 12.
Okay, $23,000.
Oh, geez.
For Conrad, 61 Triumph TR3. So after you get done running as fast as you can away from that car, it's sold for $20,407.
Man.
So it came with its own trailer?
I don't know about that.
It didn't have to bring one to come with
it. Okay, well, that's it.
You just feel like you're Bob Barker. Well, he passed away at 99.
99.
So he actually
Still
he got
under $1.
He got the closest to 100 without going over.
Hey.
That's it. Hey, it's time now for a quick break here on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Back after these quick messages.
The original group of Lupe Tortilla restaurants will have you telling your family and friends just what the original recipes mean when it comes to the best fajitas in Southeast Texas. Founder Stan Holt invites you to visit the original Lupe Tortilla near I-10 and Highway 6. Here's the original house that inspired the design of all the rest and the original charm that helped make Lupe Tortilla the go-to destination for Houston Tex-Mex. Speaking of original, nothing can compete with the original lime pepper marinade that everyone will agree makes Lupe Tortilla award-winning beef fajitas the best anywhere. Lupe Tortilla Katy is another location that gives you the same quality and service Houstonians have come to expect at Lupe's. It's located just off I-10 and the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard in Katy. Find yourself in Aggie Land? Head to the Lupe Tortilla in College Station, located just around the corner from Kyle Field. It's a great place to enjoy those famous frozen margaritas before or after the game. Headed east to Louisiana? Stop in at the Lupe Tortilla in Beaumont. It too's on I-10. You can't miss it. The original group of Lupe Tortilla restaurants invites you in for the best Tex-Mex anywhere. You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available on the most popular podcast channels out there in 30-minute episodes. We realize our 3-hour live show can be difficult to catch in its entirety, so now you can listen every day to a convenient, fresh 30-minute episode. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Audible, along with a dozen more. In-Wheel Time has the most informative automotive guest interviews and new car reviews, along with popular features including Conrad's Car Clinic and This Week in Auto History, along with automotive news headlines. Our live broadcast airs every Saturday, 8 to 11 Central on InWheelTime.com, the iHeart app, and on YouTube. Be sure to say hello when we're broadcasting from the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In, Autorama, and the Houston Auto Show, among others. Now, it's easier than ever to hear about all things automotive all week long. You're invited to join fellow car enthusiasts in becoming part of the ever-growing In Wheel Time Car Talk family. Don't forget those 30-minute podcast episodes on your favorite podcast channel. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora,